Hi violin and viola players, this is Mr. Leonard-White with your second lesson on how to start playing your instrument. If you remember from yesterday, we talked about how to unpack our instruments and how to install our shoulder rests. I hope that at the end of practice you took out that shoulder rest before you packed up your instrument so that we're reinstalling it every time. I say installing, but we're really just putting it on with a rubber band. Today I'm going to talk about our left hand and how to actually put our fingers down on the strings to make different notes. But first I would like to review our open strings from yesterday. If you grab your instrument for me, please. This is my violin. I'm going to start with that today, and we'd like to set it up. Ooh, look how I turned my body instead of my arm. Straight out in front of me, off to the left side. We put the chin rest up and down on my shoulder so that I'm looking out towards the scroll, and if I have to change my body, I will, so that I can see my book, so that I can see my camera, and my left hand is going to go on the shoulder just for now. Let's see if we remember our song from yesterday, or our chant about each and every ant. So I'm going to start with the violins today. Violas, you can go ahead and play along too. Ready? Here we go. And each and every ant, digging in the dirt, underneath the ground, all the way to choida. If you kept playing as a viola. Good job. Okay, so we have our E string on the violin, then our A string, our D string, and our G string. On the viola, we have our A string, we have our D string, and then we have our G string and our C string. Okay, so it's the viola's turn for me to play along with them. Go ahead and let's play each and every ant one more time. So here we go. Ready? Violins, you're first. Here we go. And each and every ant, digging in the dirt, underneath the ground, all the way to China. Good deal. I hope that you remember those open strings as we go forward, because I'm going to say things like, put your left hand on your D string, and your left hand is going to have to find that D string on whichever instrument you're playing. All right, let's talk about that left hand. I'm going to go back to my violin for just a second. Remember, the most important part about our setup is that our chin and our shoulder are holding our instrument, because our left hand is going to wrap around the neck and our fingers are going to go down on the string. We're not holding with the thumb, okay? It's not a Nike swoop. We are holding with our fingers, and see how my hand just slides off, and I mean the line of my hand. Okay, I don't have a pizza wrist, as I like to call it, like you're making a pizza. We don't want that. It's tense. Instead, we want to hang our hand off our instrument. Actually, try that with me now, violins and violas. Let's put our fingertips on the D string, or any string, and I'd just like you to hang like you're hanging on a cliff. Right? And let's do some like cliff chin-ups. So that we can feel how it feels to hold our instrument without pressing our fingers into our palm, right? Our fingers are going down and our thumb is on the side of the neck. That's it. Okay? Violins and violas, I want you to find your, shake it out first, and then find your D string. We're going to put our first finger, our second finger, our third finger down on the first, the second, and the third tape. So I'm going to take my violin off of my chin for a second so that you can see I'm talking the first tape, the second tape, and the third tape on your instrument. All right, find those for me. And this is why we look down towards the scroll, because I can very easily see that my first finger is on the first tape, my second finger is on the second tape, and my third finger is on the third tape. If we're all on the D string and we have 3 fingers down and we are pinching the string against the fingerboard, we should be getting not that note, we should be getting this note, which is a G. It's a third finger G. Alright, violins, you're on your D string with 3 fingers, and violas, you're on your D string with 3 fingers, and it should sound exactly the same. Even though your instruments are different sizes, remember that the D string is the same between both of them. Okay, so I'm on my viola now. If you're looking at me a little bit confused because I'm on my second string, but this is my viola. Alright, so let's try some third finger. Let's read G. Double check that posture. Are you sitting up nice and straight? Is your hand nice and relaxed? Okay. At this time, if you're getting that note, I think it's time to pause me and go play some Let's Read G in our books. If you're getting this sound, that plunky sound without the actual note, that means that we're not pressing down hard enough with our fingers. So you want to slice that string in half with your third finger. That's what we're doing. Okay? We're pinching down. So once you are getting this sound, then go take a read of Let's Read G. I'll be right here when you get back. I hope that you had a chance to practice Let's Read G. And now I'm going to peel that third finger off so that I have just second finger and first finger down, and I should get this note. And that note is F sharp. Remember, that means we're not holding the string down. We want a nice, even sound. Once you're getting a nice F sharp, go and practice Let's Read F sharp. Pause me before you go, and then go read Let's Read F sharp. Once you're finished with Let's Read F sharp, I'm going to skip an exercise in your book, and we're going to go from second finger down to first finger to Let's Read E. You might say, Mr. Leonard-White, that's easy, because it's the easiest note on the D string. Get it? Because it's an E. But it's also very easy because it's just our first finger. Alright? That should be the best sounding note right off the boat. We saved the best for last. Once you're getting that nice E sound, pause me and go practice Let's Read E. Alright, I hope you had a chance to practice your G, your F sharp, and your E on your D string. I skipped over some exercises today in your book. You might have noticed. Your open string exercises like Let's Read Open D and Let's Read Open A. I'd like you to go back and work on those too, so that we're getting used to reading our music and we're finding where our A and our D string are on our clef. Violins, you have treble clef. Violas, you have alto clef. It looks a little bit different for each of us, but your book helps guide you through where those notes are. I can't wait to get on to lesson 3. And we're going to start making some songs very soon here. Make sure that you're practicing with your Essential Elements Interactive, because those backtracks are going to make your music 1,000 times more interesting than just playing these plain notes in your broom closet. All right? I can't wait to work with you again, and have a great day.